Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm here to bring you another video. It is BTS Fake Love. My first time reaction. It's been a little while, a couple days since we did a BTS video, so I had to bring it back in. The reason why my videos are behind this week is because I actually did record a couple of videos. I recorded one for Rose, Read My Mind, the Killer's cover from Sea of Hope. I also recorded one for BTS, Dimple and Pied Piper. I actually recorded them. I tried to upload them. Both of those videos got blocked. I tried to re-edit them. They both got blocked again. And I know some of you out there are been wanting me to do more of the Rose videos, especially Luca been definitely wanting me to do more of the Rose Sea of Hope videos, and I want to do them, but every time I try to upload them, I have issues. Either they get restricted, like the first two did, or they straight up get blocked, like the most recent one that I've done. So I will try to get those up when I can, once I get to find a way to work that all out. Until then, I'm going to have to cover some other stuff because some of the performance videos, for some reason, they either let me put it through or it immediately gets blocked. And if it gets blocked and I try to re-edit it and it gets blocked again, there's not much I can do. But I'll find some other way. Maybe I'll get it uploaded in another place. Once I get it worked out, I will let you guys know, and you can know where to go watch it if you want to go do that. That being said, today, I think I already mentioned it, I'm going to do BTS Fake Love. This will be my first time watching this, like all of them, so I have absolutely no idea what it is I'm stepping into, but this should be fun, so let's just get into it. Hey, this video is already setting the tone in a very, very dark place. Like, just look at this big empty room. It's just an empty room with a rug, a chair, this lampy staring out. You can already tell that, something has gone down within the scenario, in the setting of this area. You know, like the quiet is deafening. But I like that. It's a good start to the video. It kind of leads you in. My captions on? Okay, my captions on. We're good. Wait. We have to take it back. That was some cool choreography. That was a good dance sequence right there. The way they kind of lurched out and fell into formation. That was creepy, but it was beautiful all at the same time. Like this part right here was just it's so full of it was so full of emotion, just like the movements themselves were very like beautiful, but like filled with pain all at the same time. I love this, like especially the part right here. For you, I could pretend like I was happy when I was sad. I think like this is the movement right here really kind of did a very good job of visually depicting what the lyrics are saying here. I love it because the dancing in this video kind of reminded me of right now, like the dancing in Black Swan. And I gotta say, I do love it when they dance like this. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love it when they're doing much more cleanly choreographed dancing because that takes a lot of work. But I really love it when they're doing more of like a where it feels a little bit more rugged, rough, and more like an interpretive dance kind of choreography versus just the more pinpoint accuracy kind of choreography, if I'm saying it correctly. I like this because it just reeks. Because one is like, it's very smooth, very cool. This just reeks of this raw emotion, and I'm here for it. Plus, it just kind of flows with these lyrics, like, pretending to be happy when I'm sad. What's it say? I wish all my weakness could be hidden, like I wish, basically, I wish I could be stronger than how I actually feel. And I feel like it just really depicts that. Like, let's go back and take a look at that again, because I really like that. Like, so far, like, this song just, like, I'm barely into the song, I'm barely into it, but it just, like, it oozes so much, of that feeling of longing, and not necessarily, like, longing for a person, but, like, this longing of, I would say, I grew a flower that can't be bloomed in a dream that can't come true. Like, the longing of wanting things that you can't have, and the pain that brings you, that you can't have what you want, and even more so, you can't be who you wish you could be. Like, it shows in my soul. I do love it here, like at the chorus, just the sheer explosion. Because I think this really shows, like, everything before then is just like all the lyrics before this part hit, it's just like it's a bridled emotion, trying to keep it up, like the lyrics even, it's like trying to contain it, trying to keep it in, letting the pain just kind of eating you away until it hits the I'm still sick of this fake love part, and that just everything just coming out. Like, I'm like, you're finally feeling free to express everything that you try to pretend doesn't exist. I think the first part in this really conveys that message very well. And plus, just like the part, like this part where he's like, because again, like one thing I really do like about their raps, and it's something that I probably mentioned before, but I will say it again, is that it does a really good job of adding an emphasis to the lyrics when they're singing. Like, they're singing the emotion, and then the rapping part is like the punctual. Instead of, because a lot of times the rapping parts can be can go against what the lyrics are saying. The lyrics are like, I feel all this pain. Then a lot of times the rap part will be like, nah, but I'm still tough. I'm still cool. I don't actually get hurt, which goes against the song. But this, and for them, the rap really does, it's like the punctuation at the end of the sentence that is the lyrics. Yes, I'm sure that made sense somewhere. That, like, it really adds that oomph, that little extra emphasis onto the emotion, but also adds a little extra layer of depth to that emotion, because I feel like it's the rapping, when he's rapping, is really conveying, like, it conveying a deeper level to what the lyrics are saying, and kind of adds to the inner monologue and the conversation someone has with themselves, because it's like you have two different parts of your brain arguing with each other. Like, one is like, no, this is how I feel, and this one's like, well, I tried to be this, I tried to be this, I tried to do this. And the other part is trying to deny, but the rap part has another level of honesty to it. Oh, that right here when he says, I even became quite unsure of who I was. Try babbling into the mirror, who the heck are you? Like, that's a feeling I think that we all can, that a lot of us can relate to. Like, I know personally, there have been moments when I have looked in the mirror especially after you've done some things or you've been through certain things in your life, or you may have done something where you would thought to yourself, I would never, and then you did, and you're looking at yourself like, who am I? Like, who is this person staring back on me? Is this really me? Is this really who I am? Because sometimes, like I think this is kind of emphasizing that point. You can tell me if I'm wrong. That that sometimes you do things that make you really question yourself and question who you are because you think you know who you are until you do certain things, and then certain actions really reveal the true you, and it causes this dissonance and this disconnect, and suddenly you feel like you don't know yourself. You feel like you're looking in the mirror, looking at a stranger.
위에서라면 난 슬퍼도 기쁜 척할 수가 있었어. 널 위해서라면 난 아파도 강한 척할 수가 있었어. 사랑이 사랑만을 너 완벽하게 내 모든 점들을 다 숨겨지게.
And also, this song to me very much seems like it deals with the idea of disconnect and dissident, cognitive disconnect. Like you, like coming to terms with what your reality is versus the fantasy you made in your head. Because I think a lot of, especially when we're younger, we have this idea of what we think life is based off our limited experience. We live in a very black and white world. We live in a world of absolutes, and not only that, the world of imagination, like a world that how you think the world should be and how you want the world to be and how you want things to be often isn't what it really is. And like talked about like love, like what do you say right here? I wish love was as perfect as love itself. And it's like, like how, and it's like, how you picture love versus what love really is, and how love can really be sometimes is never how you picture it, especially if you base your idea of love off of media, off of movies, off of literature, which a lot of us do because it tends to overly romanticize the idea of love and of life and what it is, all these ups and downs and passion and high emotions. But then like real love, real life love isn't always like that. Real life love sometimes is painful and sometimes it's work, and it's not always just fantastical, especially the deeper you go into it. And I feel like this song, like, it really like captures. I'm granted only like a minute into it, but it kind of captures that idea of love versus like reality versus fantasy, and then those two worlds and those two ideas colliding and wrestling with what you thought things were versus what things actually are. Oh, nice. That was a good lyrical change because the first part was what did he say the first part? I'm so sick of this fake love, fake love, fake love. And so then that's really cool. Like the first part here emphasizes is it sets a certain tone, and then this comes out to punctuate that with I'm sick of this fake love. And so then we're moving on to the second verse, Mold a Pretty Lie, which is conveying, and which I think is like it's like showing the growth from this point to this point. It's the second part of the journey. This part is you know wishing you could be a certain way, wishing you could love in a certain way, but then realizing that everything that you built your relationship off of is fake and your love isn't as real as you think it is. And then this one is like here very much wrestling is wrestling with that idea.
나였어 날 위해 예쁜 거짓을 빚어내 너였어 널 지워내.
And so then at this point, you know, it's like it's like both like wanting the like the first part is like realization. This part is being stuck somewhere between realization and coming to terms with that reality versus still wanting what you thought you had and wanting that to be true, and this kind of struggle between both of those parts within yourself, like wanting what you want to be true versus what you know to actually be true, but still wishing you could ignore what's actually true to get what you want, because you want to be able to give this person the love that you think you want to give them, but you realize that that love is not pure, and in fact that love is a lie, but you wish you could live in the lie. Oh, wait, also I know I'm pausing a lot, but I have a lot to say today. And also the very fact that, you know, there's a big emphasis on wanting to be the ideal for somebody else, and wanting to be perfect for someone else, and wanting to pretend like you don't have weakness, like you don't have frailty, that you are not just a person like anyone else, but trying to be something better, but then ultimately failing because you're negating the very fact that you are a person, you do have frailty, and by negating that, it actually makes you weaker. Before we get in this part, though, also just like when they say like, you know, this love is mad, it's and it's very indicative because, like, you know, because love is a confusing emotion. You know, it's like one of the greatest, most wonderful, most painful, most heart wrenching yet fulfilling emotions. And it's like one of the most nebulous emotions and the most indescribable emotions at the same time. But it can be so specific all at once. It is a madhouse, and love can make you mad. Like, you know, it makes you, it can make you crazy. Anyone who's ever been in love knows that love defies all logic, which sometimes is a bad thing, because love can be great, but if you can't hold on to something tangible, it can completely destroy you and tear you out and tear you apart. You say, you say I'm unfamiliar, change it to the one you used to like. Even you can't look at me, even I gave up on myself. What do you say? Why are you so sad? I don't know, I don't know. Smile, say I love you. Look at me, even I gave up on myself. Even you can't understand me. You say I'm unfamiliar, change it to the one you used to like. And it's like, it was interesting. This song is pretty much like a journey through like the different stages of feeling the feeling of love. The initial elation, then like the realization that it's not as pure or as good as you think, then the struggle of wanting to maintain that feeling, and then the reality of that feeling, but then also this, where the trying to please somebody else, because also the song's about trying to please another person is what I'm guessing, and also trying to please someone else has made you into something that you don't even recognize anymore, and you've lost sense of your own identity, which is another big like theme in this song, I think, is like the loss of your own identity in the pursuit and in the pursuit of the intoxication of love, and now even the other person in the relationship is asking you what's wrong, and they're saying like, you say I'm unfamiliar, change into the one you used to like you don't even recognize me anymore. I've changed into someone that you used to like, someone that you used to have feelings for, because like I've become unrecognizable to myself, so much so that you don't even recognize me, but I don't recognize me. And it seems like that's the bigger problem, that I don't recognize who this person is. And that can happen a lot of the time, because especially if you're trying to trying really hard to please somebody, you lose sight of yourself.
네가 좋아하던 나로 변한 내가 아니라 하네 예전에 네가 잘 알고 있던 내가 하늘이 뭐가 난 멀었어 사랑은 뭐가 사랑 It's so fake love I don't know I don't know I don't know why 나도 날 모르겠어
And I think like that's the thing, is like this song very much seems like, to me, it's about like, it's not just like a song about heartache, but it's a song about breaking the illusion of love, the illusion of of your own emotional cage, so to speak. And there's a sense of disillusionment, like, of cynicism, of feeling jaded, that you know the truth, and the truth is disheartening, because you realize that sometimes love can be fake, and love can be disingenuous, and that it sometimes is not a tangible emotion.
I just know why 'Cause it's a fake love, fake love, fake love
Okay. Is this like another like break in the video? What's going on here? Let's see. This was a cool segment right here. This is the break-in song. I always like these breaks in songs, because these breaks are meant to convey often, like, like a change in tone, a change in emotion. Like, I imagine this whole part, like, it's representative of coming through the end with some kind of emotional breakthrough, like some catharsis, possibly some kind of growth. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. I just want to say, that's a lot of Snickers, dude. That is a lot of Snickers. Like, that's just representative of a whole lot of sadness covered in chocolate and nougat. Like, that's an impressive amount of Snickers, man. Wow. Anyway, let's move on. Like, even like the fire and the raging water, and him stepping off into like that kind of waterfall, like, I'd say like that's like a visual representation of coming through the other side, and ultimately becoming stronger for the suffering, you know. The fire is like, you know, kind of burning through it all. The raging water is the breaking of the dam. Kind of like, you know, being able to freely express these things and not feeling afraid to express them, and somehow finding some kind of strength on the other side of your weakness. This, I just think this is a really cool scene right here with the flickering lights and the different frames right here. I just think that looks really nice. That looks really neat. I know that has a meaning to it, but I just really like it. Yeah. It says save me. Oh, save me. Yeah, yeah. I feel you. 널 위해서라면 난 아파도 강한 척할 수가 있었어. 사랑이 사랑만으로 완벽하게 내 모든 약점들은 다 숨겨지기에 이루어지지 않는 꿈속에서 피울 수 없는 꽃을 키웠어. Okay, that was BTS Fake Love. And I gotta say, that was that was pretty deep. I like that. That was an intense song. I'm not gonna lie. That was like, ooh, I think it made me feel feelings that I didn't know that I could feel in a long time. Oh man. Anyway, I enjoyed that. That was cool. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think I was pretty spot on? Do you think I was way off? Are you like, Bert, what are you talking about? You missed the complete point altogether. Let me know down in the comments. Um, like I said, once I get some of those other videos worked out, I will try to get those posted as soon as I can. Until then, we have plenty of other things to watch and talk about, so it's not like there's not content to be made. This was fun. I hope you enjoyed yourselves too. Also, if you like this, give us a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It helps me out. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, this is your first time watching one of these videos, subscribe and you'll get a lot more of this all the time, and it'll make your life better. It'll put a smile on your face. The birds will come down and sing to you like you're Snow White. Maybe that last part's not true. I don't know. Subscribe and find out. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Alright? Peace.